Guys, TC here again. Another tank review for you today. Today we're going to look at the brand new Tier 8 Premium, the FV4202P. The FV4202 actually exists. If you're going to Tank Fest this year, it is actually there in the Bovington Tank Museum, so you can have a look at this vehicle in reality. It has been in World of Tanks before as well. A lot of you will recognise this as the Tier 10 British Medium. Luckily, just before Christmas, this was replaced by the vastly superior Centurion Action 10, which rectified a lot of the problems you had with the FV4202. It was slow. It didn't feel particularly agile and mobile. Well, the Action X fixed all that. So the 4202 though was reworked, regunned, and dropped as a Tier 8 Premium. As we all know, we don't get Pref matchmaking tanks anymore from Wargaming, so it is a full Tier 8 matchmaking tanks. It will see Tier 10s this tank. As a result, they've made a few changes. Some are good, some aren't so good. However, when it was first introduced, you remember the marathon mission you could do. As long as you had the Centurion Action X, etc., you got it for free. Now, I was one of the people who did that, and it was widely regarded as the worst Tier 8 medium tank in the game. In fact, the worst Tier 8 in the game. It was very slow, didn't feel very well armoured, just felt all round meh is the best way I can describe it. So, what's happened to rectify that? Well, it's still at the same top speed, 35, so it's still slow, but it just feels a bit more peppy, a bit more get up and go. They've also changed the gun handling statistics, and a couple of other little changes as well, and it now feels really competitive. That being said as well, obviously you'll have seen the likes of Circon and QB getting monster games and acing the tank. Happy to say I've also aced it as well the day after patch 9.14 came out, so if they can master it and then I can do it in the same week, no reason why you guys can't as well. As is the way with Wargaming, it's for sale in the shop as a bundle, but they have listened to us and it is available on its own standalone. I think it's about 22 quid or so, maybe a bit more. It's quite a competitively priced tank and I think it's worth the money. Your mileage might vary, but certainly well worth having a look at. The crew that's in this is my Centurion AX crew, my Action X crew. So as we can see, Sixth Sense and Recon, and I'm working on Brothers in Arms. I've got Deadeye and Snapshot, and again working on Brothers in Arms. Clutch Braking, Smooth Rad, and Brothers in Arms again, and Safe Stowage and Situational Awareness. The loader does actually double as the Radio Man in both tanks, which is really good for crew training. The changes they made to make it into a Tier 8 Premium was it loses the beautiful 105mm gun, however it gets the equally reasonable, I would say, 20-pounder B barrel. So you lose the 390 Alpha and the 260 Prem downside and APCR as standard ammunition. However, your rate of fire goes up. Although that being said, going up is a relative term because obviously it's against Tier 8, so it's actually on par. It's a bit difficult to review it as a Tier 8 because I'm so used to it as a Tier 10. But as a Tier 8, now with the changes, it's actually quite competitive. So the gun's the Tier 9 20-pounder B barrel. 226 pen is really nice. 230 average damage is a bit low, really. But then when you look at the other Tier 8 mediums, I mean, you've got the T34-3, okay? That's my favourite Tier 8 medium, premium medium tank. 390 average damage, but that's a heavy tank gun on a medium tank chassis. You've got the M4A1 Rival. That's a 105mm on a Sherman. APCR as standard ammunition, but it only gets 200 pen, but it gets a quick travel time. You've got the beautiful CDC with the really good French 90mm gun. Lots of gun depression, very quick tank, lovely tank. But for me, the 4202, I don't know, it just seems to sit right, and I think personally for me, it works really well if I play it stood off. So that being said, I've equipped it with vents, coated optics, and a rammer. So we'll come on to the vehicle stats, but that does give me a really good view range, and I like that kind of gameplay. Ammunition wise, 35 AP, 10 APCR, and 5 HE. HE, I might carry a bit too much of it there. I might reduce that down to 2 and put in a bit more APCR. I'll see how I feel on that. And then the big repair kit, the big med kit, and the automatic fire extinguisher as normal. Fully painted and decked out. I like it. It's a lot of fun. It's got 1400 hit points. Engine's a bit weedy at 510 horsepower, coupled with the 42 tons in weight that mine weighs. It's yeah. You're not going to be winning any drag races with this thing, but it will do that speed up and downhill. I think it seems to have quite a lot of low down grunt. 40-degree turret traverse is pretty quick. And with the buffs to the gun, so improving its accuracy on the move, improving its aim time, improving its dispersion, makes it a much more competitive gun now. Its snapshot is really good and it's very pinpoint. It feels a very good gun. Hull armour is nothing to write home about. The turret is quite strong, 170mm, as you can see, it's quite sloped, but as is the way with the British tanks, this area on the top can become a weak spot, depending on what's shooting at it. It's a bit of a weird one, but it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. It's what it is. 6.75 second reload, pretty decent. View range, 462 meters in my version, so it does do a very good scouting job for its tank if required, for its team if required, and it can provide you and your teammates a good view range. And 799 signal range. Again, tier 10 radio on it. They've not changed that, which is really good. So that being said, I'm going to show you my ace tanker game in it, which, considering the competitive nature of ace tankers at the minute with so many people getting this tank, I'm actually really proud of. So let's get into the game. Here we go, guys. As you can see, we are top tier on this late build game. Really nice matchup for us. There is about 5 or 6 tier 8s on either side. As you can see, they've definitely got the better players in the higher tier tanks than us. Our team is a little bit lacking. We're going to speed it up so we can get into the gameplay. So as you can see on my mini-map, the view range is really good. So we'll slow it down to standard speed now. As you can hear the engine sounds there, really good. This KV4 kindly stops to let us through, so that's really kind of him. Thanks to you if you're watching. And we'll keep pushing forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the middle and spot. As you can see, we're not particularly quick, but we do hit our top speed quite reliably. And we're going to go forward. We're going to give our team view range and give them an idea of who's coming in, and then we'll put the gun to work. So initial position I'm going to take here covers me from the mutts there, but also means I can get vision and shots across. So here we go. Let's wait for targets to come up. There we go. IS is up. We shoot. First damage of the game, 225. It's about average roll. We wait for the reload. We're moving forwards, trying to track him. Shot. Another target. There's the Oni. It's a big target this time. We can't miss this guy. Oh, we can if he disappears behind the rock. So we wait for the Oni to reappear. He doesn't. We hold position. Then we spot the CDC and the Tiger. We turn to get some shots in the tail of the Tiger, going for a fire shot. We hit the back of the turret instead though, and we wait for the reload, but we can't get another shot in. The Oni's up, he's side on to us, so we start to butter the side of this tank. We spotted, but we don't move. We bounce there unfortunately. Now we start to pull back. I go for a snapshot on the Oni there that misses. And now I move forward again to see if I can get shots onto the side of these guys here. I've no shots there, so I'm going to readjust my aim and see if I can hit the mutts. I do. The mutts hits us, and the Oni does 24 HE damage, and the IS narrowly misses us. We bounce the AMX 12 ton. Another good shot into the Oni. We aim. The IS pulls back into cover though. The CDC bounces. We've no shot on the CDC currently. So we keep pulling back. Now our view range is giving our team all the damage they're currently doing. So there's the 12 ton. pull forward to see if we can get a shot on the 12 ton. Unfortunately, we don't lead enough, so our shot misses. We're rolling round, hoping for another shot on this guy. Now we make a mistake here. I expect him to go around the corner and he actually hits the rock and gets stuck, but he gets taken out by the AMX that's behind us. There's the IS. Another shot into him, that we set him on fire, and he burns down, and the T8 Prem steals our kill there. There's the CDC, you can see us. We start putting some shots into the CDC, effectively on his flank there. I'm using this ridgeline here, as you can see, there's the 110. We put another shot into the 110, and there's another engine fire. Now, I do wonder why people don't carry on putting on fire extinguisher on these tanks. So I lost the loader there, and I got tracked again in a bad position. So I burned my repair kit and my med kit. There goes the CDC. There's the ONI. We're up to 2,800 damage already, and this game is not even 4 minutes old. I'm now rocking backward and forward because I'm worried about my hit points. However, we have secured this side of the map, so we can push forward. I pop the corner to see if I can spot anything because I've got support from the town. There's nothing there at the minute, so I start to push further forward. Obviously, with the rock in the way, there was a slim chance I'd spot anything. Keep pulling forward. Oh, there we go. There's targets there. The CDC. There's the STA2, the Carnarvon. These guys start taking hit. This is all thanks to us spotting them for our team. Pull forward. Shot through the turret there, but it was a HE shell that we had loaded. I didn't realise I had HE loaded at this point. It was only... When do I notice I've got HE loaded? I don't think I do, which is a shame. Just gotta explain the low damage rolls. But to be honest with you, I don't think I realised at all. Oh no, there we go, I've realised. 2 HE shells into the STA1. He lived longer than he should have done. That was my mistake. That was a big misplay there. If I'd had the correct ammunition loaded, I wouldn't have had the issue. What you'll see me doing here now is I'm going to try and abuse the new physics, and I'm going to see if I can climb up here to get some shots over the top. Can't currently, so I have to back up, roll down. I want to look for shots on that Cromwell, but as I come around the corner, I realise he's disappeared from my shot range. So I'm now going to use the turret, thanks to the AMX here, pushing me into position. Because of my low hit points, I am a bit worried about going forward. I push forward to spot the Cromwell. There he is. We wait for the target, taking the Cromwell B out. Now I'm going to let this I let the AMX go forward here to start taking some hits for me, because I don't have the hit points to take them myself. Nashorn gets a good kill. I switch to HE rounds here. My target is the Nashorn. Nashorn takes some hits now. And we get the kill on the Nashorn for 179 damage there. We reload our AP shells, more than enough penetration to take out the mutts, and we push forward with the rest of the team, but we're not going to take any further point. We've done 3,254 damage this game. And we got a couple of kills as well. So a nice game, just over 6 minutes long. Okay guys, let's take a look at the post-game stats. And here we go. Victory in the FV4202P, as we see. The Mastery Badge, we got Spotter, we got Hand of God, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, Spartan for bouncing those shells on less than 10% of our hit points. We also got the Confederate Badge. We earned 128,205 credits and we got 4,308 experience. That was a double for the first game of the day. As you can see, if we rack it by damage, top of the team there with 3,254, and our base experience was 1,436. Let's have a look at the detail results. 3,254 with 2,874 damage done over 300 meters away. Like I said, it's a really nice gun now with these buffs, with the aim time and the accuracy. We did 3.1k of assistance damage, that's spotting or other, and we bounced that one shell on less than 10% of our hit points that would have finished us off. Overall, taking into consideration the two large repair kit, the 2 premium mix consumables we burnt for 40,000 credits, we still made 67,000, nearly 68,000 credits. A really, really good profit margin there from that game. And as you can see, it wasn't very long, 5 minutes 52 seconds. You know, you earn the credits with this thing. It is regarded as one of the worst tier 8 premiums. However, with the buffs, I'm pretty impressed with my result there, especially considering who else has aced it recently as well. Some of the best players in the game. So to be up there with this, I'm impressed. My post-game stats from my mod pack show a WN8 game there of 6,890. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Quite a good game. Recommended purchase for you? Most certainly. It's a lot of fun. It's well worth spending the money. It's not too expensive. So yeah, there you go. That's my review on the 4202p. I think it's worth it now. It's definitely been improved enough to warrant a place in my garage still. So there you go. If you've liked the replays, guys, that you've seen on the channel, please please subscribe for more. I'll be putting them up as regular as I can do. We're going to be doing some live streaming as well, so follow us on Twitch. Details will be down below. In the meantime, have fun, enjoy your games, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.